Welcome to another Demarcation Media live stream. Today we have a little bit of a different live stream because I'm actually going to be attempting to fully just snap build a Bandai kit. This is the Armored Core 6 Orbiter. This is just the default armor, the base one, I suppose, and it doesn't come with a whole ton. It just comes with the Curtis linear rifle, and that's it. There's plenty of hard points on this to add some weapon sets, which we do see some of the weapon sets on the box. I may pick one of those up eventually. We will see. I want to see how this goes first. So this is a test to see how much of this I can actually build. This is a 30-minute missions kit, but I do not think that this will be built in 30 minutes. I've also heard that from other people who got this. It's more complicated than a 30-minute missions kit. So, who we got in the chat? Fate Lift, welcome. You just built Nightfall last night. Excellent. Multiversal Productions is here, so you guys better watch yourselves in the chat. Commander Creel is here. Nice. The head is the worst because the parts are so tiny. Well, I built the real grade crossbone, and that was rough. So I feel like I would be fine with it. Also, I'm trying something this time. I've got some music playing in the background. So if it's too loud at any point, if it is too quiet, if any of the audio needs anything, please let me know in the chat. Orbital Snapshots, Coolman Studios, welcome. So I have not built a 30-minute missions kit ever, but I have built plenty of Gundam kits, and this looks basically on par with a high grade. Holy moly, the detail on these parts is amazing. So we have our runners, couple of runners. Ooh, the linear rifle is in a nice light gray. I feel like the box doesn't show off the colors that well. All right, so we've got this over here. Copyright-free Minecraft music. Yes, sir. Billy DeFranco, welcome. I will need nippers. Yep, don't worry. I have got my trusty pair of USA Gundam Store nippers. These things were expensive. They were like 30 bucks. But I have to tell you, I have beat the absolute snot out of them. I have cut pieces of plastic far too thick for any nippers to be even attempting to cut. And guess what? They are still doing fine. They're still pretty sharp. And they're holding together really well. If they ever break, I will probably just go and buy another one if they still have it, because I was that pleased with it. Also, if you happen to buy some nippers from them, you'll also get free shipping with your order, so that's pretty nice. Oh yeah, and we have a few, what is it, recycling and, what do they call that? RAD, decals. Basically the recycling. It's a repurposed suit. Nippers? That's what they're called. Have I ever played Armored Core? I have not. Armored Core is something I wasn't super familiar with. I still am not super familiar with it, but Armored Core 6 definitely kind of brought my interest in. I would like to play it at some point. I actually have it on my Steam wish list at the moment. If it ever goes on sale, I might pick it up and do maybe like a live playthrough. The only Amir, you're late again? Oh, dude, you got here just on time. I literally just started. You have missed nothing. Do not worry. Okay, so we're gonna get started. I have some knives here so I can shave down the nub marks. So we're gonna see. Oh my goodness. Now that's a little eyeball. Whew. Man, that is small. Sand that down a little bit. This is not a 30-minute missions kit. There's no way you could build this in 30 minutes. The only way you play it earlier than sales if we super chat you. Potentially. I mean, you never know. If I just have extra funds, I might pick it up. But I've been trying to get the older Halo Mega stuff, and that's been painful on my wallet. Very painful indeed. What is this? C? That's C2. Here we go. Honestly, I'm getting to the point when I'm building Gundam stuff and just model kits that I almost don't look at the actual like numbers of the runner and stuff. I just look and try to see what part looks like it, same way I would build Lego. And it actually works sometimes. You missed the unboxing? True. It's your standard Gundam unboxing though, so you didn't really miss anything. Oh, also, if you guys see red on my fingers, I decided to try dyeing some Mega figures. There will be videos coming out about that soon-ish. But it worked, but a little too well because I ended up with dye on my hands and also on some of the doors upstairs and my pants, and yeah, it was a bit of a mess. I underestimated it. Also, a good craft knife is a must. Do not ever leave it open while you're building though. That's a bad idea. Oh my word. Alright, we're off to an interesting start here. That's a very small little eyeball. But, hey, maybe I can actually trim it a little bit. Boxing was the best. At my most chaotic. I feel like that is not the case. Oh, that reminds me. Speaking of somewhat chaotic, you guys will want to pay attention to the shorts page, my shorts page after the stream, because I'm going to be posting a video. You guys saw the photo of me up on a mountain with a sword. The video will be coming out tonight. Multiversal has already seen it. He knows what's coming. But yeah, it's I'm excited. I'm excited for you guys to see it. I think it's pretty fun. It's very different, but it's pretty fun. I think Lego Making Strips will make a Gundam collab. Well, so Mega already did a Gundam collab years ago, but from here on out, I don't really expect that. I think that would be a little bit strange. Just because it's almost like competition. It's Blockies especially, because Blockies is just model kits with a slightly different system. So I don't really know why that they would want to like partner. Very careful. The amount of times I've gotten like micro hairline cuts all over my fingers after building a Gundam is many. It happens often. One of the best shorts. Yes. It's definitely one of my most planned out ones. Ooh. Okay. That's very interesting. And then we need our little head cover. That. I decided to do some music this time so that while there's lulls in what I'm saying, it won't just be silent. There won't just be crickets, you know? And who doesn't like some good Minecraft? Don't go through the mountain, you must go through the mines of Moria. The way is shut, though. Oh, wait, sorry, that's Duero Delph. Not Mines of Moria. Okay. These pegs are nice, because then I can just sand it. It's pretty easy. Look at that. I'm by no means an expert when it comes to like cleaning up nubs. I think I'm actually, all things considered, I'm pretty lax about it. Because I'll weather it oftentimes, and weathering can cover up a multitude of plastic imperfections. So I just do the best that I can, and then the rest I just say, oh, it's weathering. Have I ever considered buying the knockoff COD sets on Amazon? I have. But the figures don't come painted. So, like, you see the figures on the box, and they have, like, faces and details and stuff. But when you get it, they're actually completely unprinted. Especially their heads. Which has, basically made me want to ignore them. Ooh, that's an ugly nub mark. But hey, I am going to weather this, so it'll be fine. Again, I'm not an expert here. I just enjoy building these models. Okay, so now we get to make the little head sandwich. Very interesting head. Very, very interesting head. Oh, interesting. The neck faces an interesting direction. Oh, wait, is that it? That's the head. Okay. We have a head, guys. We have a head. We'll set him over here. And now we need a torso. What is this? D1, 3. This piece here. The core of the armored core, you could say. There's so much detail on these parts. It's crazy. How much of a chat delay is there? I think it's up to 30 seconds potentially, but I don't know for sure. If I had better internet, perhaps it would be less. My internet's been garbage lately. How do you sand nubs down? Well, you need sanding, you need some sort of a knife, you need something. You can't sand it down with nothing. A knife, sandpaper, something. Fate lift. You need to warn you right now for my Discord account. What's wrong with my Discord account? As far as I'm aware, everything's fine. I thought about trying to do the panel lining as I went, because sometimes I'll do that, but I decided against that because this is probably going to be a long enough stream as it is. Golly, there's so much detail. This is so cool. 1, 3. Oh, here it is. There we go. So Mega and Hasbro have collaborated. We can see Mega Transformers. I don't know, guys. I'm going to be honest. My hope for Mega's return has dwindled significantly. Like, Brick Shop isn't doing anything Halo. They haven't done anything Fallout related. Mega themselves hasn't actually released a set in months. There's been no news, nothing from Mega for months. We haven't seen anything G.I. Joe. Those few Halo sets that we thought were releasing, there's still no news about those. And the Brick Shop put out something saying that what they revealed in terms of Hot Wheels, that's all of the Hot Wheels that they're showing this year. And then they made some comment about showing more familiar lines next year, but I don't really know what that means. So I'm not very hopeful at the moment. Whoa, that's weird. That's a very interesting angle. I am not very hopeful at all. So that is why we are doing this kind of a stream, because just because Mega's not around doesn't mean that all the cool stuff in the world is gone. There's plenty of cool stuff. And part of the reason why this channel exists is to explore all of those cool things and see what else there is out there so that we're not just stuck with Mega Halo. That's why there's action figures and model kits, and then there's doing stuff like photography with what you already have, which is another thing that I'm going to be doing more and more of with this channel as we go on. So things are happening, but yeah, it feels bad. It feels real bad to be a Mega Halo fan right now. It feels bad to be a Mega fan in general, to be honest, because like I'm not a Fallout fan, but I would love to get some more Fallout sets. But yeah, it sucks to be a Mega fan right now. It really does. Well, you read Percy Jackson? I've read those books many times. Many times. And the second series. Second series was also pretty good. All right. Unfriend and unblock. And block. Dragon 145. Oh, did you get hacked? That's not ideal. That's why you don't click suspicious links. Also why you get a strong password. I don't know why I'm putting this away. I said don't leave that open, but I'm literally about to pick it back up and use it, so I'm aware that I'm breaking my own advice. But I have a reason for it. Also, man, that's a big piece. Usually Gundam parts aren't quite this big. Well, high-grade parts anyway. In my experience, the ones that I have built. There we go. That's a little better. We'll take... can you animate these? Is the articulation good? From what I've seen, I have yet to have one of these built. But from what I've seen, they're decent. Armored cores aren't... They don't pose a lot in battle. They fly around in a fixed position, and then they have, like, striking and shooting poses. I know it can kneel somewhat. And I've heard it has... For how chunky the mech is, it has decent articulation overall. So I'm sure you could animate them. I'm going to be using this one for some photography once I finish. I'm planning on doing a video about that. Because I think putting an armored core into some real life situations would be kind of neat. Shave that off. Hopefully we don't have any like super experienced Gunpla builders show up. Because I'm sure some of my techniques would make the pros want to like scream. There we go. When are the modular sets going to release? Honestly, I've been waiting, and I'm gonna be completely honest. I am beginning to believe now that they aren't. I'm honestly beginning to believe that they were canceled. That Mega just, because so many people were laid off, because their head designer is now with the brick shop, I just don't know if there's anybody there to finish the sets and get them released. That's what I'm beginning to think. Mantle, welcome! What time is it here? It is 4:47 p.m. Okay, so this goes like this, and this goes like this. Oh, okay. Oh, the color separation. Let's go. I will take color separation all day. That is not a joint, even though it looks kind of like one. And then we sandwich that in. It doesn't have the little opening bit here, though. You know what they say about big feet? Apparently they have good balance. Well, it depends. Depends on if you make sure you do have good balance. But from somebody who does have big feet, yes, you can have good balance that way. This is not A. A2, there we go. These are the side bits that I need. Pop, pop, pop. There we go. Pop, pop, pop. Mattel won't entire fan base. Well, see, here's the thing. I know I said for quite a while, just wait, just wait, just wait. There's still a possibility. And I still stand by having said that. We needed to wait. There was no way to say anything for sure. There still technically isn't, but like, we're in May, guys. This is the longest we've ever gone without having some mega release. Particularly like Halo. Like, when was the last time we didn't get a spring wave for Halo? Like, it's longer than ever. And I don't know. I don't really know. It's discouraging for sure. Because it seemed like they were going to switch things to the brick shop, but the brick shop is just like, I don't know, weirdly hyper-focused on Hot Wheels and acting like what they're doing is some new groundbreaking thing when it's literally the same thing that they've been doing with Mega for years already. But, whoops, that was a little deeper than I meant to. But they just put new packaging. They added a few fancy parts, like a few metal parts. Like, the designs look great. I'm not saying that they're bad sets, but it's a weird hyperfixation on that, as if it's like their biggest. And I mean, I guess it can be their biggest thing. Samuel Wednesday, nice. It was worse than a Link, bro. What did you fall for? All right, we've got part of that. We need D. Where is D? D1, 18, and D2, 18. Oh, okay. You always cut a little bit far out from the runner so that you end up with like some extra bits on there. See that? That's gonna help us trim it off actually better, even though it looks like I just was sloppy and left too much. Hotel better be an apology, a huge wave of new sets. Have I looked into the new primes Hasbro's been releasing? I've seen a bit of them, but again, I'm just still not sold on transforming Transformers. I just don't like how they look. I much prioritize look and functionality over the puzzle of transforming. Like even the Studio Series Prime, the 86 one, he still looks weird to me. Like his hands look wrong. I don't know. I'm just a weird Transformers fan. This is why I build Gundam, because oftentimes they do prioritize look and posing. There you go. You're gonna go to sleep now. Ooh! Yeah, go to sleep, bro. You need some sleep. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a I would say good rest of your night, but it sounds like good rest of your morning. Please go get some sleep. Do not skip sleep on behalf of the stream. Another thing that I learned, this is probably really sloppy, and again, it'll probably make really experienced Gundam people mad, but if there's a lighter nub mark, you can sometimes just grind your fingernail down into it, and it'll kind of scrape the plastic particles into a position where it's just darker. Bucky Builds, welcome! Ooh, this is looking really nice. This is looking really nice. Like, man, there's so much detail. This is crazy. Gundam kits are getting better and better. Like the technology that's there, I guess, to make these is just getting so insanely good. It's crazy. I'm all for it. Good morning. Bit too late for that. Well, I think that you're just like Batman or something with the way that your schedule is. Which Gundams legitimately transform? Oh, actually, a handful of them do. Bucky Build, how's it going? It is going pretty good. How about yourself? The Kyrios, the Master Grade Kyrios, which I have, actually. I'm not going to get him right now because I need to focus on building this, but he transforms into a jet. Wing Gundam transforms into bird mode. There's some that... what's the one from Unicorn? It's like a really blocky infantry like deployment unit that goes from being a tank into being a walking thing. We build blockies. How advanced is this? So in terms of like a classic class, I would say this is a bit above a classic class. Like if you're only used to building classic class, you might struggle a little bit. So far, it's not been hard to understand what's happening, but the parts are smaller in a lot of cases and a bit more complex. So it would be a step above for sure. Oh my goodness. Okay. It looks like a ball. It looks like the ball from Gundam. I can't believe I actually don't have a ball. That's crazy. I need to buy the Master Grade ball. Because I think the high grade one is a little not detailed. I know too much. Epion. Oh yeah, Epion. Yep, he transforms into like a bird type thing. There's actually quite a few of them that transform. Some of them, like high grades, require parts forming, which I'm fine with parts forming, because that can allow for just basically parts swapping. But yeah, some literally do. Like Kyrios that I have, the Master Grade one, you literally just fold pieces around to make him turn into his jet mode. which I'm pretty sure Gundam has been around longer than Transformers. I think. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. Hot takes? Oh no. I just saw that. What are we gonna get this time? Oh, for those of you who are in the Halo space, because I know this channel is becoming more and more an eclectic bunch. We have all people from all kinds of spaces, but tomorrow I'm going to be doing some Halo for people to join, because originally I wasn't going to be around. There was going to be no stream, but my schedule ended up changing, so there will be a stream tomorrow. Oh, I need D again. Where is D? This is C. That's also C. Where's D? D is the big one. And I need 6. Wait. Oh, yeah, 5 and 6. Wait, the sides are asymmetrical? What? Odyssey Anthony! You just got home from school. You left your apartment keys inside the apartment. No! I did that before. I was supposed to go somewhere, and I ran out. I locked the door, not realizing I had locked my keys in the house, and my keys also had the keys to my car. So I couldn't go anywhere, and I couldn't get in my house. That was a fun little chunk of time. Gundam was 70, so yes. Okay, I thought so. Have I seen the Thunderbolts? I have not yet. I have not. Although, from what I've seen, I actually would potentially be interested to go and watch it. Marvel has been just not doing it for me lately. It's been such poor writing, such poor utilization of characters, so much of just like, let's put real life into the movies, and then also just, yeah, not every movie has to reflect reality exactly. Like, we watch superhero movies because they don't. But Thunderbolts looks interesting. Bucky is by far the character that I would be watching it for, because he's one of my favorite Marvel characters. But, I don't know. We'll see. I might watch it. No spoilers. Flames, welcome! Currently cleaning your... Nice. I actually, I need to clean this space badly. After I stream tomorrow, that is probably what I will be doing, as well as working on my ODST armor. Because I've gotten the itch to finish it. I've been slacking. I've been lazy, guys. I've been lazy. I need to not be lazy anymore. And I need to actually work on this armor because I actually want to wear it. Because making this short that's going to come out later today made me remember that, like, cosplay is actually kind of sick. And I want to actually be able to do it properly. Oh, that's so cool. It's asymmetrical. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put his head on. There we go. It's so weird. It's such a different looking head. It's like a battle droid head. Oh. A. We need A. Runner A. So we have A. 4 and 5 here. So we're going to put this... Oh, my goodness, I am throwing it. They just changed the movie name? Wait, Amir, I thought you were going to sleep. New short, the one where I climb the mountain. Yes, that is the one that will be coming out later today. I was going to put it out beforehand, but I decided to do it after. That way, people wouldn't be torn between the stream and watching the short first. Okay. Pop this off. You can't sleep. Thunderbolts to the new Avengers. Is that actually the name? Like, they legitimately fully changed the name to that? Okay, so we got that, and then we need D1. D1. What was it? 19 and 34. Here's 19. Make sure I'm not cutting the actual piece itself. That's the worst. If you don't pay attention, you'll snip the piece itself and it's terrible. And then, oh wait, that's A2. Oh, okay. And then I need B. I'm trying to collect up all the parts that I need for this particular piece. What is that? Oh boy, that's another small little disc. Classic class, size, and action class build difficulty. That's actually pretty good. I think that's a very accurate and solid summary. Wait, nope, I need A2. Wait, here's A2. I don't know why I couldn't see that for a minute. A2 34. Okay. Not officially, only for promotional material. Okay, so it is still the Thunderbolts, technically speaking, but the new Avengers is like, it's part of the advertising. Close this? There we go. Okay, so now let's get to cleaning these parts up. Unsheathing the knife because I would need to use it. My studio is going to be so full of nubs when I'm done. So Builder, so Nightfall took as long as Megatron. Have I seen Invincible? I have not. I've only seen clips. That I thought about watching it, but the sheer amount of gore and also the poor animation kind of made me go, I don't know if it's worth my time. I'll go watch Pacific Rim The Black instead, which I still need to finish. I'm still working my way through. Because I watched season 1, but my wife did not see season 1, so we're rewatching season 1 in order to get to season 2, which I missed that was coming out. So it released without me realizing. Making sure I'm not cutting parts off. That should not be cut off. Do I know what T13 dummies are? No, can't say I do. The T makes me think Terminator, but I don't think Terminators were quite that low numbered. It's like T1000, so. You haven't seen the first Pacific Rim in over a decade? That is sad. You should go and watch it. I'm pretty sure it's still free on YouTube. Like, YouTube themselves has it out for free with ads. Well worth watching. Highly recommend. Highly, highly recommend. I love that movie. It's so over the top and awesome. It's one of my favorite movies, I think, of all time. Lord of the Rings beats it, I think, by a bit, but it's up there. It's on the same level as like Tron Legacy for me. It's a 3D printed dummy. Oh, wait. Yes, I have seen those. You can get ones of Invincible and whatnot. Oh, that did not work out the way that I was hoping it would. I hate trying to sand down the nubs on round parts. It's such a pain. Okay, that's good enough. That's the thing, is like, I do this to get to the good enough part, and then we move on. Because this is not for a competition or anything. This is just for my own enjoyment. Lego Movie 1. The first Lego Movie, man, that was such hype when that was coming out. I went and saw it in the theaters. That was so cool. I went and bought one of the sets with my brother. right after we split the cost. I think I got Wild Style and the robot. It was the melting room set. I got Wild Style and the robot. He got Emmett. I remember I wanted Emmett, but we determined that Emmett was worth 2 figures since, you know, he was Emmett. He was literally the main guy. So I got the 2 figures. He got the Emmett. It's still just such a good movie. I feel like it just captures the fun of being a Lego fan as a kid. Also, the Lego Movie 1 sets were just great. Lego Movie 2 was fine. I didn't like how they started doing like non-Lego elements in the Lego world. Like, I think, was it the water? The water was non-Lego. Have I ever played Escape from Tarkov? No, I have heard of it, but I've never played it. There's a lot of games I have not played. The list of ones I have played is very short. Is it just me, or are we downgrading in CG? Yes, kind of, because things are getting lazier, basically. That's kind of what's happening. Lord Business Evil Lair. Oh, dude, I remember, like, drooling over that set as a kid in, like, the Lego magazine. It was like, oh, it's so cool looking. Oh, look at that. That's nice. Yeah, that's really cool. Song just gave me so much nostalgia playing Minecraft. Yes, the Minecraft. I was listening, so this very mix that's playing right now, I was listening to it the other day, and I was just like, oh, the Minecraft music, it's so nice. Even still, like, yes, it's nostalgia, but it's also just nice, and it's just comforting music. I even like the newer music. I know a lot of people are like, oh, C418 needs to come back. It's not what it used to be. And I'm like, yeah, but Minecraft shouldn't be what it used to be because things change. And I think it's been good changes. I'm very much a fan of all the current Minecraft changes. And I really like Aaron Cheroff, if that's how you pronounce his name, and Lena Rain's music. The movie sucked. The movie, I legitimately, like, there are a lot of bad movies, but that one is by far the worst. I think it is a unhealthy thing for children to be watching. There is way too much crap in that movie disguised as haha funny joke. Ugh. Only thing I liked about it was that they gave that reference to Technoblade. That was the best part of the entire movie. The rest of it was trash. I don't know who thought that was a good idea, but... And the fact that it's turning into, like, people trashing theaters as part of the haha funny joke, like, that's not funny. That's not funny. That's not amusing. That's just called causing trouble. Thumbs down for me. Am I planning to get a Zaku model kit for Gundam build on stream? I have thought about getting the Zaku from the new Netflix movie, the Requiem for Vengeance one. That one looks really, really cool. So if I do get that one, then I will for sure build it on stream. I'm finding I like the more militaristic suits, and like some of those super robot looking suits are still really cool, but overall I'm liking the ones that look more gritty and like real machines. So like Gundam, the Origin Gundam, that one has the RX-78. That one has so much detail. My father-in-law actually gave me a third-party red version, which is sick. It's one of the coolest kits that I've built. Being third-party, there were definitely some strange bits here and there that I had to fiddle with more, but the end result was well worth it. Demarcations Media, Wolf was just slain by MJ Marson. Well, my wolves are typically my soldiers, so I guess he died an honorable death. But yes, Multiversal will defend the Minecraft movie. I do not think that there is anything there to defend, and I will hold to that. It is a 2-hour long YouTube poop that's less funny than an actual YouTube poop. I would rather go and watch an actual YouTube poop, because there are some very enjoyable ones, and the Minecraft movie was not one of them. It makes me very sad that it made so much money. But then Revenge of the Sith came out into theaters again, and that made me happy because it made a lot of money. So that was nice. Pop that in place. Where is the other little round bit? It's on B2. Where is B2? Here it is. Jack Attack Plays, welcome. All right. The linear rifle looks like it's going to be an easy build. 2 parts. Man, the details are so fine. I think I'm going to be constantly geeking out over that for like the rest of the stream. Do I play COD Mobile? I do not. I guess I could. The phone, this is my phone actually that's filming here. It's a locked one, so I can only use it on internet. Long story, but I suppose I could. But I don't know. I don't like playing on mobile. I did not grow up playing mobile games, and I much prefer to have a keyboard and mouse, or a controller if there is no keyboard or mouse to be found. Only mobile game I've really played is a little bit of Rocket League Sideswipe, which that is pretty fun. Alright, pop this in. It's mid. Oops, that is backwards. The shoulders are also asymmetrical. That's pretty cool. This is what we've got so far. Nope, focus, please. Nope. There we go. Looking good so far. I would rather watch The Last Night instead of a Minecraft movie. Yeah, I agree with you there. There's actually, like, at least some fun-ish parts there. Okay, so now we're moving on to the arms. The tool arm. Oh, do I just build both at once? Okay. Cool, I'll roll with that. So we need B 11 and 12. Got it. And then the same on the other B runner. It's gonna look so cool when it's done. It is indeed. You dropped yourself? Flames, what have you done? Alright, here's the other one. I think these are literally identical. Interesting. It's a clip joint. I don't know how I feel about that. As a whole, I tend to be not on the side of using clips as joints. But it's a 30-minute missions thing, I believe. So it might be fine. We'll see. Trim all the nubs off. Now you're sleepy? Okay. Well, have a good night. Good sleep, I guess. Because it's not night. And we will see you around. My sig fig. Oh, yeah. You dropped him. I've dropped me on occasion. Bring back Mega Black Series. Yeah, that would be nice. I don't know that they will bring back the Mega Black Series, but it'd be nice. You finished Gundam Requiem for Vengeance in 1 day? Nice. I still need to watch the movie. I literally have Netflix and I haven't. I just don't watch stuff super often. Just because when you make a lot of things, like when you're building stuff and whatnot, oftentimes you end up doing that more than just watching things. All right, so then we got it. Whoa, that is very nice. Very nice complete shape. Clip joints. They're the norm. of 30-minute missions. Yeah, the clips make me because clips can break way easier than pegs and stuff. Mason Henry, welcome. But if the 30-minute mission seems to be pretty popular and people aren't just non-stop complaining about broken clips, so perhaps they've figured out how to not make clips that are insanely fragile. Okay. Oh, I need to actually trim parts on this. I feel like we're making pretty good progress. We're only 45 minutes in and finished the head and the torso. I think that's pretty good. Canceled Halo MMO RPG. I have, but I haven't heard tons about it. There's a lot of canceled Halo projects. It's kind of sad. But hey, at least we have Helldivers, so we can live out at least a little bit of one of those canceled things. Which Helldivers has some very, very big things going on. Very big things. They're basically, it looks like they're basically doing the Fall of Reach, but in Helldivers. It looks really cool. I'm looking forward to it. And there's a new Warbond, which I think the Warbond is really cool. I know a lot of people aren't super thrilled with it, but sword. We get to use a freaking sword as a Helldiver. I am all for that. Even if the sword itself isn't the best weapon in the game. I'm gonna get me some heavy armor and a shield, ballistic shield, and drop down and fight some bugs with a sword. Or heck, maybe I'll even go and fight some robots with a sword. Hacking up some Terminators with a cutlass sounds like great fun. Helldivers 2 apparently has a board game. Yes, there is a board game coming. I've seen the advertisement for it. You dig up my Nemesis Prime. Nice. Nemesis is so cool. It's rated TV MA. Mega Helldivers. Yes. Why? I want to know, why are there not Helldivers like figures? No action figure companies have picked it up. No, like Mega hasn't picked it up. There's Republic Customs, custom Lego minifigure Helldivers, which are fantastic. But that's it. That's literally it. And that seems like a massive wasted opportunity. Because it's been, what, over a year since Helldivers came out. And the game is still going strong. Like, it's still pretty darn relevant. I'm pretty sure they're planning a movie. So, why no action figures? And Mega, I feel, would be a perfect candidate. Maybe I'm biased. Probably I am biased. But, like, Halo and Helldivers go hand in hand. So, clearly, Mega and Helldivers should go hand in hand. Ooh, that's stiff. That's a good thing. I like the joints to be stiff. Plug that together. All right. We got that one. I don't think the Squid Game set. Well, it's out for purchase, as in you can buy it, but I don't think it's shipping for a bit yet. At least I haven't seen any reviews or something of it. I guess that's technically Mega's most recent set. I keep not counting it because it's just such garbage. The fact that they just did tons of figures and they're like, oh, it comes with 30 worker figures. Bruh, that's not a selling point when your figure is micro. You need to say micro figures, not figures. Those are not figures. They don't pose. They're micro figures. They're like Lego's game pieces. There we go. Aha, I knew I was forgetting a nub. You met Blocky's Nemesis Prime. I don't know what that means, but I do like Nemesis Prime. Both Galaxy version and Classic Class Nemesis Prime are very cool figures. Mattel is scared of money. Seems that way. Also, apparently there's like extra tariffs and stuff being directed at Mattel specifically. That doesn't seem very fair to me, but yeah. So Mattel is gonna be losing more money, I guess. Aha, here we go. Again, I didn't actually look at the numbers or anything. I just was looking for the piece itself. Hot take, Lego needs to do more nano figures. So the nano figures are cool in context. I prefer the micro figures, like not the ones on the studded base, but the ones that they use for game pieces. I thought those were so cool. I still have a little collection of them, like Heroica. Heroica micro figures are awesome. There was Minotaurus, that was awesome. The Lava Monster game. They were nice. They were real nice. Okay. Okay, I guess this is gonna be a swivel. The Armored Core arms are funny because they're so spindly. I think Armored Core is interesting because it's still humanoid, but it's very utilitarian. Utilitarian humanoid mecha. So it's not made to be like super heroic looking. Rising as of tomorrow on Transformers. Yeah, I was so already on like AliExpress, Vale's Toys. So Vale's Toys is who makes those bootleg clone troopers. They're perfect bootlegs. They're better than Hasbro's own figures. But they are getting an extra $40 added for each figure. So if you're in the US and you want to buy a Vale's Toys figure, instead of costing like $27 to $40, it's going to cost between $60 and $80, and that's insane. Absolutely insane. I hate this country. Well, okay. It is easy to be like, oh, I hate this country. You're going to have problems no matter where you go. And I know there's a lot of people that don't like this, and so I believe there's some sort of a meeting happening to talk about it. So things may be changing. I'm not a political person, really. I mean, obviously I have opinions, but I don't keep up with politics super much because, I don't know, it's easy to get yourself mired in news and politics and whatnot, and then you just become depressed and angry all the time. Because nothing is ever going to be exactly perfect, because that's just... World with sin is never perfect. So, I only pay attention to a certain degree. As much as I feel is necessary. And I'm like, that's why I often don't, bring it up on the channel, because the channel is... We're here to find cool stuff, and enjoy cool stuff, like models and figures and whatnot, and... I don't know. Politics often just ruins that. Okay, there's that. All three. Endings made me feel sad. I mean, Armored Core is just it's a very sad and dark story. It's part of why it's intriguing. I'll have to play it at some point. Although I'm afraid I will be quite bad at it because it's a From Software game, and golly, From Software likes to make some aggressive bosses. Not paying $30 for a deluxe class Transformer. Yeah. Buy Gundam. Buy Bandai stuff. Because I'm pretty sure that's just Japan. And I don't think that the tariffs are going to things from Japan. I think it's just China. But now's the best time to get into Gundam. I don't actually know that, but I was a little surprised to see that a lot of model kit prices, at least as of yet, have not gone up. So I'm like, well, if nothing else, we will have model kits to build. After you found out about blockies, you stopped buying actual transforming Transformers? Yeah, that makes sense. I completely understand that. It's only hard if you don't have a good build. Well, you also have to actually be at least semi-decent at the controls. Otherwise, things just go wrong. But hey, maybe by building an Armored Core, by the time I actually play Armored Core, I'll be good at it. I will absorb via osmosis the skills to become an Armored Core pilot, all because I put together a plastic model kit of an Armored Core. That logic completely checks out. Do not at me. Don't Google it. Just trust me, bro. Tariffs affect almost all countries because he's racist. Okay, well, first of all, I would be careful about saying things as broad as just, this is happening because he's racist. There's a lot of reasons that are not the ones that are talked about. There are a couple ones that are talked about, but the easiest thing to say is just racist. But in reality, when you're talking about like economies on a global scale, there's a lot of reasons why things like this happen. Now, a lot of countries have already come to like agreements. From what I've heard, there were some discussions and agreements made for handfuls of countries. Yeah, I think just sweeping statements like that are very dangerous. And it's more like a see how it pans out. Because basically every country's trying to get the best deal for themselves. That's really what it comes down to. China's been doing that for years. This is not oh no, America's kind of making China do things. Like, China's been doing this. Countries are not... If you want to have an economy, you have to be somewhat familiar with being able to push other countries in ways that make your country benefit. Otherwise, you would always come out on the short side, which I'm sure happens for some countries. But yeah, global economics is very, very complicated. Very complex. And then you throw in stuff like, you know, certain countries have alliances, so maybe they'll be more willing to give each other better deals. Ideally, though, what would happen, instead of just people throwing tariffs up, it would be, you know, you work to find a mutually beneficial something. You know, that would be ideal. Are we in an ideal world? No. Can a more ideal situation be found? Oh, I think for sure. Am I doing this right? Oh, I am. Oh, this is the lower arm. Oh. Final boss is a shock. I can't think of a username. Welcome. I mean, everybody's talking about tariff and politics. Yes, unfortunately, that's what happens when the tariffs start affecting, like, toys, which is hilarious to me. But yeah, I mean, it gets difficult when the stuff that, you know, normally you would buy is doubled or tripled in price. I definitely have been quite concerned about it this last week because, you know, this channel is partially for fun. Like, I do make money from it because ad revenue, but it's not a lot, like, realistically, in terms of living costs. It's not a lot. And when prices start shooting up like that, it's very concerning to me because then I have to, I still have to buy the stuff because I get sent some stuff for free, but not all of it. And I do have to buy a lot of it, so yeah, it's concerning because then it's like, well, how do I keep making content if everything costs so much money? It means less videos, but personally, I don't have to worry about it too much just because, you know, I mean, nobody has to worry about it too much, but if you don't understand that God has everything in control, then it's going to be very stressful. It even is stressful when you do understand that, but still. Shadow Milk? Interesting name change. What prompted that? Are there other Transformers model kits besides Blockies? Yes. Well, there's Furai, which I have one of. They're pretty good kits. They're expensive. And then what is it? Trumpeter? Is it Trumpeter that makes the little kits? I've thought about getting some of those. I don't know how good quality they are, but they've caught my eye. We'll definitely explore more and more of like model kits and stuff as the channel goes on, Lord willing. Because building stuff is fun. I really enjoy it. Because I would build Gundams and stuff just before I was really working on the channel. Just because I enjoyed it. I did kit bashes and stuff. Sometimes use them for photography. It's fun. Well, that actually gets more range this way than I was expecting. Flame toys. Oh, yeah, sorry. Flame toys. It's so funny. His elbow sticks out like a million miles. That's part of... It's so weird, and that's part of why I like this kit. Why I like the Armored Core vibe, anyway. Okay. So then we need... C1. And the hands. We need the hands. I think there's just fists, which makes sense. Armored Core hands aren't really supposed to be expressive. They're literally to grip weapons or to punch. Both of which requires a fist. So I'm fine if there's really no no open hands or anything. No expressive hands. Nimbus, it has been a while. What have you been up to lately? What prompted the name change? It's a very strange name. Wait, what? D1? Where's A? Oh, it is A2. Stuff, new changes. The official Armored Core. Love reading game guides. I've never tried reading a game guide. Is it interesting? Things, stuff and things. Very descriptive. Well, it's good to see you. Enjoy your stay on the stream. I will probably be thrown by the Shadow Milk name for a while. Can't think of his username. Anyways, just stopping by. Have a good day. Well, thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a great rest of your day. We will see you around. These little wrist connectors look like grenades. One of these days, I'm just going to get, like, demonetized for saying things like this. Because YouTube doesn't know that in context, I'm literally building a model kit of a giant war mech. There's asymmetry to the arms as well, slightly. Actually, you think you stay for a while longer? Feel free. It is a come and go as you please kind of a thing. This sort of stream especially, it's kind of why I have the Minecraft music playing. We're just here to chill out and build a model kit. Because why not? It's Friday. It's basically the weekend. And well, it is the weekend. So, might as well chill out for a bit. Oh, okay. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so it's not a ball joint wrist. It is purely a swivel. Strange. I mean, it makes sense because Armored Cores just kind of hold their weapons like this. Shadow Milk is Oreo. Not a bad way, just occupied. Interesting. Very interesting. Well, I hope things are going well for you. Just a little, that one's just a little too light colored. And then we just, like that, and then it disappears. And again, I'm probably making official, like, proper Gundam builders scream. Does it matter which back piece? Oh yeah, I guess it does. And I happen to grab the correct one, I think. I'm definitely gonna like panel line and weather this kit, but man, it's looking good even without. Like as a clean build, it's looking nice. Shadow Milk is a cookie from Cookie Run Kingdom. Interesting. Very, very interesting. There we go. Oh, interesting. The hand. Yeah, so the hand is purely a swivel. But here is the arm. 1 Spartan 2 or 10 Spartan 4s? That I feel like is very skewed the wrong direction. 10 Spartan 4s is a force to be reckoned with, even if they're not quite as good as Spartan 2s. You're sleep deprived. That is not a good state to be in. Being sleep deprived is, it makes life very unpleasant. If you ever feel like really depressed or whatever, the first thing you should ask yourself is, have I gotten enough sleep lately? If the answer is no, you need more sleep, because if you don't get enough sleep, you will end up feeling depressed. That's literally just how things work. God did not make us to not sleep. See, Transformers Chinese comics from Temu. Didn't exist, and just out of curiosity. Temu Transformers comics? Cookie Run Kingdom is a running game where you play as a cookie trying not to get eaten by a witch. That is the strangest game concept I think I've ever heard of. And I'm literally building a model kit from a game where giant robots fight each other in a world that's built to scale to them, basically. And that's pretty strange, but I feel like the running cookie trying to get eaten by a witch, or trying not to get eaten by a witch, is a bit stranger than that. Not depressed, just staying up all night texting. Still, you gotta sleep. Sleep is important. Even if there are people or one singular person that you really want to text, for both you and them, sleep is ideal. Well, it's not even ideal. It's necessary. Ooh, try not to blunt my blade by scraping it against the cover. Cookie Run oven break. All right, we've got our other arm now. I think we're gonna add a few more details. Yeah, we're gonna add a couple more details. Why the sad face? Oh my goodness, there's little wire pieces that I have to add to this. Where are those? I will say, this is a pretty fast build. Like, I feel like even high-grade Gundams can take longer than this. We definitely did not hit the 30-minute mark, though. But ironic that I liked Armored Core, but I only liked the 6th game. Honestly, the 6th one is the one that caught my attention. The soundtrack got my attention, the story. The other ones seem a bit chaotic. Also, a bit outdated. Like the graphics, I've seen some videos, and the graphics kind of hurt my eyes a little bit. I'm sure if you grew up with those ones, they don't seem like they're outdated. Or maybe they do and you still like them, but yeah, the 6th one is what has my attention. Also, the kits for the other ones are massively expensive. Like hundreds of dollars. Why does Xbox not have Last of Us? Well, because haha, PlayStation go burr. See, Xbox needs some things. Xbox needs, they can port Halo over to the PlayStation and in return get Helldivers and Last of Us and stuff. That's a fair trade, right? Like 6 some odd games for What? Was that 3? If we're just counting Helldivers and Last of Us? Because there's only 2 Last of Us games, right? I will say Last of Us is a game that I will probably never play. It's not really my type of game. Also, I'm pretty sure it's very dark, so I would not play it like on stream or whatever, because, you know, as much as we build military mecha, some things are just a little too dark, and I want this channel to be accessible. It's doing compatible. Oh, that actually sounds kind of sick. I might need to check that out. I know there's the armor or the weapon packs from Bandai themselves, but still. Last of Us isn't dark, it's sad. Well, it is sad, but isn't it also dark? I mean, don't people get... Doesn't somebody get beaten up by a golf club? Oh. Interesting. Oh, okay. This is sick. Wait a minute. What? How is that supposed to... Oh, it does work. It works. That's so cool, actually. And then we put this panel there. So now this arm is... Oh, I can't reach that far with that arm. Look at that. There's some extra detail. Casually crafted 3D. Oh, is he a 3D printer? Okay, so the arms are complete. So we're going to go ahead and put... Wait, the arms are not complete. Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. No, we have to build the arm covers. Oh, the arm covers are rather complex. Okay. So, yeah, it's these. B1, yeah. Should you buy some of the Acid Rain stuff? So here's the thing about Acid Rain. They are expensive. They're very detailed. And they also, the ones that I have, they pose pretty well. And there's a lot of accessories, whether it's by Acid Rain or not, that you can buy for them. So in my mind, they are worth it. I quite enjoy them. I bought one. So the ones that I am reviewing, so the one you saw a video about, I have another video coming about one. Those were both sent to me by Calcus Toy, but I went and bought one myself. I paid $70 for him. He's standing over on my table with the other two. And I think that if you collect them sparingly, you look at them, you find the ones you really like, and you collect them sparingly, they are worth it. It's a lot of fun to pose them. It's a lot of fun to take photos of them. It's just really good. If you go to the link on the video that I did, there's a couple links, and you should be able to get like 5% off a purchase if you use my link. It also gives me a commission, which is quite helpful. But yeah, I would recommend you give one a try. One or two, start with one or two, see how you like them, and then go from there. So I got both Joy Toy and Acid Rain, and so far I like Acid Rain a lot more. Even though Joy Toy is very good, great for the Warhammer stuff, if you want some like really good sci-fi, military, kind of grungy type figures, Acid Rain is 100% the way to go. So collect it sparingly, use your money wisely, get the ones that you really like, but give it a try. Cool Man Studios, have I ever played Risk of Rain? I have. Wait, is there two? There's Risk of Rain and Risk of Rain 2. I have one of them. I have played it. I literally have it on Steam. A friend of mine got it for me. I haven't played it in a while. I need to play it again. I never got fully the hang of it because I was still playing it kind of like Halo. But I like the graphics. Like, the graphics are interesting. and the gameplay was pretty fun. I played the Railgunner, I think mostly. I didn't have a ton of people unlocked, but I played the Railgunner, and that was fun. Someone get beaten up by a golf club. His name is Joel. Well, I was trying not to say his actual name. I know his name, but I was trying not to say it because I don't know if that's spoilers or not. I know the game's been out for a while, but like, I was trying to be nice. Cool man, do you own any guns? I do not. Well, not a real one. I have an airsoft shotgun. I own multiple swords though. I like buying swords. I have some training swords. I have some actual metal swords. Swords are fun. Okay, and then the inserts I need. See. Am I gonna be using? No. Oh, here it is. C2. C2 7. There are so many thruster units all over Armored Cores. It's interesting because they're bipedal, but they move almost like a jet as well. It's very interesting. Is that on? Oh, here we go. Here's the other ones. Train and be a ninja or something. I prefer European style swords, like great swords and stuff. But I do need to get myself a good katana. I know how to like properly sheath it and unsheath it. But yeah, that would be cool. A lot of people say Halo 4 and 5 Master Chief Armor sucks. I am with you in saying that it's my favorite because that was the armor that got me into Halo in the first place. And I just like how over-detailed it is. I think it's cool. I like it. There's actually a model kit of it. I think it's expensive now, but if I ever got it for a decent price, that would make a great live stream. All right, so we got one. There are so many nubs. I'm going to be drowning in nubs. I'm going to have to get my wife's vacuum cleaner. She has a little handheld one, and I think I'm going to have to bring it in here, into my studio, to clean it up, because there's so many little bits of plastic. I will say, that is the one of the major differences between Blockies and Bandai kits is, since Blockies just comes off the runner, you don't have to worry about nubs nearly as much. Reach is my favorite story, hands down. That's fair. Reach is Reach is the Rogue One of Halo. It's a good story. Rest in peace, George. Man didn't deserve that. He just wanted to protect his home. You can have tank legs in Armored Core. That also is hilarious to me because you can jump. You can jump while having tank legs. It's so funny. You can have like 4 legs looking almost like a spider. You can have the tank. Pretty sure these are made to be customizable. I don't think there's a kit with the tank legs yet. But I know there's one, was it Liger Tail? Has the 4 legs. Personally, if I play it, I'll probably just go with 2 legs just because I like the look of 2 legs. I don't know, maybe I'll be proven that tank legs are better. The smaller one. Older one, average 100. A Halo Chief model kit. Yeah, I wish it was cheaper, but it is an older kit at this point. So it kind of makes sense. Let me see Liger Tail. 10 years old. Pillar Autumn. You shoot. Their shields react. Interesting. I would not have thought to at least shoot Emil. Maybe shoot the dead elites. But I would not have thought to shoot Emil. That is the wrong piece. Was it the wrong piece? It was not the wrong piece. I was actually right. I bamboozled myself. We were correct the whole time. So many thrusters. Talking about sprue kits? Yes! The sprue kits. There's a Spartan Thorn of them, I think, as well. I very much looked into getting those back when I first started getting into like model kits and stuff. They're pretty cool. They're a little gappy looking in some sections, but even like the Bandai Star Wars kits can be a little gappy in places. My first ever model kit, well, okay. My first ever model kit was a snap tight X-Wing, which I think my younger brother has it now. But yeah, that was... Oh, I see, okay. That one was interesting. That one was a bit of a struggle when I was younger. But then my first model kit, when I really started getting into it, was the Bandai Shore Trooper kit. Because the actual Shore Trooper action figures were rather expensive. Play the game, watch the 154 video long 100% walkthrough. That's the way I got into Halo. And the way that I, like God of War, I watched Kai Zamet actually did a reaction to the God of War story. And that's how I know God of War, because I watched his video. And I think I actually prefer that. Like, I don't know if I would enjoy playing God of War, but I very much enjoyed watching him watch the cutscenes, because he's a filmmaker, and he has a lot of really interesting insights. Thorn, Palmer, and Chief for level 2, and just Chief for level 3. Okay, yeah. Maybe I'll look up on eBay, see how much Thorn is. Thorn is also one of my favorite Halo characters. He's just he's such a pure character. He just wants to do what's right. And everybody else kind of wants to just do their own thing. He would make a great main character, in my opinion. Him and Jerome, that would be awesome. Majestic and Red team together. Okay. 20 to 40 average. That's not bad. For some reason, I thought they were more expensive than that. Might be worth getting one for a stream. Trying not to shave too much off of these pieces. The nub definitely needs shaving down. Oh, that would... Golly, I cut that one too deep. It's fine, it doesn't look too bad. I usually end up cutting a bit too deep when trying to clean up these nubs. Okay, that's all of those. Isn't there a lock kit? I don't believe so. I never saw one. Oh, that's what that's for. Okay. Man, this is a nice kit. No, that's not the right one. This is the right one. Oh, the color separation. It's beautiful. We got that one. And then we've got this one. I got long while back. When I say long while back, I mean a handful of years back. I think it was actually 2020. I got the high-grade Gundam F91. That thing was so not color separated. I had to paint so much of that kit. That was hard. And it's a tiny kit, too. Like, as a whole, it's just a small Gundam. See, how is the color? I think it's pretty good. I don't think it's too bright. Oh, There is a lock. Oh, snap. 5 or 10 are known to exist. Oh, if I could track one of those down, now that would be sick. If Master Chief ever died, who would replace him? I feel like Jerome would be for sure the most logical choice. I think there's too much ire against Locke for Locke to do it. Even though I feel like Locke could be turned into a very compelling main character. Thorn, I think, could do it. But Jerome would for sure. I mean, Jerome is literally already main character material. This is the kit that's on the cover of Armored Core, I think. Oh no, wait, that's the Nightfall. I always thought the shoulders would stick out like this instead of going like that, just because of the angle of the main poster. Okay. There we go. Escharum. Oh, Escharum is your favorite villain in Halo. Wow. I don't know if I've ever heard anybody say the monkey is their favorite. He was very interesting. I think that he could have been handled a little bit better, but as a whole, he was a pretty interesting concept. Okay, here we go. We've gotten the nope, that's the wrong side. Do this. Interesting. So the hinge just attaches the shoulder armor. Okay. I feel like the ball joint here could be a little tighter. Oh, interesting. It's like a swivel, but then you can kind of back it out a little bit to be a ball joint. Minecraft music. Minecraft music is hard to beat. Interesting. And then the arms don't fully straighten because that's just not how Armored Core arms work. It has a pretty darn good bend though. I'm going to have to get used to this because my first reaction is, oh, the articulation is not that great. But then I have to remember the Armored Cores act very differently from Gundam and stuff. But here we go. This is our current progress. Would Mega Constructs be popular in Eastern Europe? I don't know. I think it was once upon a time. Okay, so I don't put anything on the back of the torso yet. Got it. All right, set it there. So in the product photo, looking at in-hand photos, not bad preparation-wise. Midsection is wide and arms too thin. Interesting. Very interesting. Ooh, I need to stand up for a second. I've been on my knees this whole time. Okay. Yes, I thought so. We have the waist unit. Kind of a skinny thing. And then we have the legs, and that's the bulk of what we have left to do. And we're an hour and 30 in. That's pretty good. I think all things considered. It's pretty swift. Where is that piece? That's a C. C1. We're getting close to clearing out some of these runners. Although I kind of expect that it won't be fully clear until the very end. Okay, so how tall are Armored Cores? I watched some video and it was saying that they are like 30 feet tall. I for some reason thought they were bigger, but 30 feet tall is what I heard. What part of the mech are we building? This is going to be the waist unit. This is what's going to attach the legs onto the body. Palmer is the most common. That makes sense. Palmer is not that popular. Have I heard the new Pope is American? I did hear that. That's very strange to me. But, I mean, I guess it's legal. It's very strange. Although, I definitely have my gripes with Catholicism. But that's a topic for another day. Approximately the height of Bay vs. Optimus. Oh, maybe this will scale with the Blockies Optimus. That's actually kind of cool. Yo, Armored Core Transformers crossover would rock. That would actually be so sick. Especially with how, like, different the Armored Cores are, because they're so not expressive. They just stand there, and then they just jet around like maniacs, shooting stuff. Oh, that would actually be really cool. Will that ever happen? Probably not. But that would rock. Okay, like this, and like this. Okay. And then this goes on like that. Okay. And then, weird. Okay, we're doing, this is very different. This is very different than what I'm used to with a high grade. Where's the other leg piece? Maybe, depending on how this guy looks next to my Blockies Bay vs. Optimus, maybe I'll do some photos with them together. I think that would be cool. Transformers licensed FromSoft game when? Oh man, that would be cool. That would be very cool. I would play that. I really want to play the Transformers War for Cybertron, Fall of Cybertron games, but it's like impossible to get them anywhere without doing like emulation and whatnot, and I am not going to do that on my current computer. I just don't think it's, oh, that's actually sick. Oh, that's actually really sick. So much detail. But yeah, I'm not going to try to do emulation, except for maybe the Mega Halo game, because I think that's smaller. But yeah, my laptop, I just really need to upgrade my computer first. It's, I will say, for what I've done with it, I have an Asus ROG Strix. It's a good computer. It's very solid. But I am pushing it to its limits and beyond. Do I have a PS3 or Xbox 360? Sadly, I don't. I actually don't own any game system aside from my computer. That is it. That is all I possess. Oh wait, we're done with A? All right. Golly, that flew way farther than I was expecting. Okay. I'll go pick that up later, don't worry. I think Palmer and Thorn to make... Oh, a kit bash? Flames? You would do a kit bash? That's actually a really sick idea. Kit bashing. Man, if there was more Spartan kits, doing Spartan kit bash kits would be so fun. Alright, we're making this weird little dumbbell looking thing. Also, there's more little tiny round things that are going to be used later. A1. I don't know where these RAD stickers would go. I think I would like to put them on because I think it looks interesting, but I don't know where they would go. Especially the big one. Where would the big one even fit? Yeah, what? Wait, where would the big one even fit? Oh, probably on the leg. Probably on the leg. Painting it red? Oh, yeah. Favorite video game, but you have to replace one of the words with a random vegetable. But what if the name of the game is all one word? if it's a one, like, if I said Halo, that would just be Halo. Or would I have to replace that? I would say, though, if I said any game was my absolute favorite, it would be Minecraft. So maybe it would end up being Mine Carrot, Mine Lettuce, Mine Cucumber, Carrot Reach. That would be quite the game. Carrot Reach. Welcome to Carrot Reach. Hope you enjoy your stay. The onions are attacking. Okay, we made this little dumbbell looking thing. This is very small. Like a female Spartan with the extra parts. That would be cool. If you do that, I need to see some pictures. Oh, I see. Okay. Need to not leave my knife open here. But we do this, and then we do... No, it goes this way. Golly. Okay. Cool, cool. Man, that's a complicated waist unit. Okay. Looks like a weird little gremlin face. Can you focus? Yeah, it looks like a weird little face. Fallout New Cucumber or Elder Scrolls V Asparagus. Asparagus. Now I want some asparagus. Asparagus is good. Cook it in a pan with some butter and salt and maybe some cayenne. That actually sounds really good. Now I'm hungry. Alright, do that. Trim that off in a second. The nubs will build up in between the nipper section. Then I'm like, why are my nippers not closing? Well, it's because it's full of excess plastic bits. Alright, that was pretty easy. I always feel like the legs of any mech kit are the least interesting because you have to do the same thing twice. Usually the arms as well. I most enjoy the head and torso. The arms and the legs are a little like, oh, it's a little bit of a drag. This guy, I will say, building the arms was interesting, and they were asymmetrical, which made it even more interesting. Witch's Brew, that's a very interesting name. Very strange, but hello there. Welcome. Asparagus pizza? Now, I don't know about that. That might be a little too strange for me. I've never really heard of that before, but it sounds a bit odd. Okay, so this is the front. And then... Oh. Alright, so we got our waist unit. I'm going to go ahead and pop that on. I think that's the way it goes. I imagine, but I can just look at the package here. Yep, that is the way it goes. So we've got our waist unit now. Can you focus, please? There we go. Cool. So now, oh boy, we are gonna do everything twice now. Also, I need to clean up some of these nubs. This is crazy. There's so much. I'm still gonna have to vacuum things out, but I'm gonna sweep the bulk of this off because it's actually starting to interfere with me getting the parts. There we go. That's the excess right now. I'm gonna just pour it in a box for now, and we will move on to the legs. So we're gonna need D, runner D, both runner D. So this is D1, oh sorry, D2 and D1. And we are gonna need 29 and 30 for both. Yep. So we got 29 and we got 30. We're doing everything twice now. So I'm gonna just go ahead and cut out. Oh, we also need 20 and 21. So I'm gonna just go ahead and cut out those as well. So we can kind of get a chunk of progress all at once. Again, cutting out so that there's excess, so that it's easier to deal with later. Checking Halo shop. 1,000 credits for pistol coating. Yeah, they just don't learn there. Also, I'm pretty disappointed that Agrina's armor is in the premium pass, and it seems to be a kit, which is disappointing because I'd like to use that helmet on different things. Also, the exchange is kind of right now. I think I mostly have everything. It's mostly common stuff anyway. I have a plastic making a divot in my arm. All right, time to trim off some of these nubs. Greeners is a kit. That's so sad. I want to be able to use the helmet on other things. I want to be able to use the chest plate on other things. I mean, cool, great, it's in the game, but like, bruh. On the plus side, that does mean that there's a chance we could see it not as a kit at some point. Or like just the helmet would be available or whatever, but probably is going to be in the shop, if I'm being completely honest. I will say though, I'm actually very happy to see that the free armor, the new free armor in the Last Stand pass is a Halo 4 Heavy Marine, and it actually looks really good. Like, I think it's a pretty darn good translation of that helmet, and I personally love that design, so I'm quite happy about that. I definitely want to unlock that. Then I can cosplay some of my favorite Mega figures, because some of my favorite Mega figures are Heavy Marines. Orion armor bundle. Yeah, I mean, it looks good, but it's just the prices. The prices are just, I don't get it. I don't. Why do you need to charge that much? Like, not even. See, that's where I think Helldivers did things right, because, well, Helldivers did a lot of things right, but the shop in particular, because you don't have to, like, you paid for the game, right? So they got some money. So you're not required to spend any more money. Really, spending money in Helldivers is just time saving if you don't want to just grind out the super credits or whatever. And the super store rotates, so like even if something's not there, you can just grind, save your credits, and then when it circles back in, you just buy it then. Patience. So I feel like that's a really good way to do it. I personally really like it. Oh, the EOD armor is going to be the free one? Let's go. I can cosplay as the Xbox Spartan from Halo Universe Series 3. Have I heard about the new Halo shotgun? You mean the hammer? Forgot what it's called. My brain is saying Mangler, but we already have a Mangler as a brute weapon. But yes, I've actually played with it. I have not gotten the hang of it yet, but I think it's pretty cool. It's like a faster swinging grab hammer with less spread and a little less damage, but it can also shoot, but it takes forever to reload. Guns are now customizable. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. Mutilator, thank you. Thank you. I can't think of a username. Mutilator. Mutilator, Mauler, Mangler. There's too many M words for destroying somebody in the Brute's weapon retinue. But yeah, we'll be doing that tomorrow. I'm going to be streaming some Halo tomorrow. We're going to be playing with the Mutilator. I'm going to be working on trying to get through some of the pass. I want that Halo 4 helmet. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. I was going to play it the other night when I streamed Helldivers, but it was broken then, so I couldn't. It took them like a day or so to get it back up. I think it was only like a day, if that. But now it's up. It was running fine when I played the other day. Played a little bit with Spartan for Jesus. And I was doing the Mutilator madness, where one person is the Juggernaut with the Mutilator. I only got to be Juggernaut a couple times, so I haven't had a ton of practice with the new gun. But it's fun. I feel like it's a pretty solid update all around, despite them, you know, doing stupid shop things again. Skibbity the Sigma Man, welcome. You've arrived. Make sure I don't cut too deep here. All right, I think that's it. Cool. Now I can sheath the knife without poking myself, and we can work on putting the leg together. So we have this big piece here, and then wait, how? I'm confused. Where's the? Oh, that's the way it goes. Interesting. Wow. That's right. These things have ridiculously long knees. I forgot about that. And then how does it, what? How is this supposed to fit? So we take this and we, oh, it settles in there. Oh, I see. Interesting. I like that. That's pretty cool. So we pop that in, and then it settles in like that. And then rotate that around, and that also has to settle in there. And then we get some detail on the back. And that's part of a joint. Okay. Decently tight. I think I probably could wish for more. I also think it might be very difficult to get apart if I wanted to ever fix it. But it's probably fine for now. Okay, so then we need 14 and 15. Pop that off. The legs are very complicated thus far. Still, I think we're making good progress. We're not even at the 2-hour mark yet. So we need that, and then 31. Ooh, that has a lot of detail on it. The feet on this thing are going to be massive. All right. So do that. 31 and 28. Don't really know what that part is for yet. So we have those parts, and then we're going to do the same thing on the other side, because we need the same parts, because the legs are so far identical, which makes sense. Can I not drop my nippers? Okay. Okay, then we got this. Cool. So now we need to do cleanup on all of those. Let me double check here. Very nice. Still looking good. Cool. On we go. Unsheath my knife so that we can clean up these nubs. These ones I feel like are particularly ugly out of all the ones we've dealt with so far. Just scrape it and it disappears a little bit. I also think that these just aren't going to be very visible. Okay. No, that is a tab. I do not want to cut that. Not at all. Absolutely not. That would be horrible. I would not be able to finish building. Or I guess I could if I glued. Alright, smooth that out. Smooth that out as well. And then we'll sand or cut this part. A little deeper. Oh yeah, that was a lot deeper than I meant, but it's fine. We'll do it. This part has quite a bit of detail. So many little like screw hole looking details, bolts. Oh, that actually worked out pretty well. Shave that off. That was a really thick nub. What the heck? I always go a little too deep and end up with slight divot. Excuse me. Okay. That works. Oh, that's slightly less thick. I decided to do the cutting mat with the build today because I don't really want to cut my studio paper anymore. I've already done that a handful of times, and I'm gonna have to switch out this paper soon, but I'd still rather not cut it up. It's really a pain to swap the paper, so I'm trying to avoid it for as long as possible. Just because yeah, I'm being lazy. Basically, that's what I'm saying. More plastic stuck in there. There we go. Nope, don't cut that again. How much longer do I think is left for the stream? I'm not sure. I'm hoping to finish before the 3-hour mark, but we'll see. We will see. This is my first time attempting this sort of a model kit on stream, and typically I will spread builds like this out over a couple days. So this is the fastest I've built a Bandai kit in a while. Granted, this is the last one I built was also a third party, which required some extra love. So it took a little longer, but yeah, typically I'll do it over a couple days. But yeah, I mean, for anybody watching, you're welcome to just pop in and out as you feel. I'm gonna just keep on rolling with this. Oh. Okay, that was feeling wrong. Oh, that's why it's feeling wrong. There's another piece of plastic stuck in there. There we go. There we go for that. And there's the last one. Cool. So I'm gonna resheath. Oh, nope, there's one left. And we're doing both at once, so once we get to a point, we'll have both the legs nearly done. Okay, so now we take the leg and oh, this is a joint. Oh, interesting. Okay. Oh, I understand now. That's what this is for. This is an ankle extender? Crazy. Okay. This is a complicated kit. It's a good complicated, in my opinion. But it's for sure complicated. Okay. So we did that, and now we need some big, chunky pieces of armor. Have I seen the Minecraft movie? Yes. You arrived, I guess, after my rant about it earlier, but I dislike it strongly. One could even say that I hate it. I think it's one of the worst movies that have come out in recent memories, if not the worst. Okay, well, maybe Snow White wins that, but it's pretty bad. It's up there with Snow White, but for different reasons. Okay, so this should be a little quicker. Just need to go ahead and trim all these off. Okay. Okay. You're going to head off and build steel haze. Nice. Well, good luck on your build. Have a great rest of your evening. And I'm sure we will see you around. And now you've reminded me that I will need to get steel haze eventually. We'll see. We'll see how I like this armored core kit. And then if I like this one, then I'll get more. Right? That's a little bit cleaned up. I feel like this gray cleans up pretty nice. This light gray. It's a slightly harder plastic, so it cleans up pretty nice. Of course, I say that, and then I cut a divot way too deep. But that's on me. That has nothing to do with the plastic. There we go. That nub was a little more ugly than the other ones, but we'll sand it a little bit. Yeah, that looks fine. That looks fine. Cool. You can definitely build a lot faster if you don't bother with cleaning up any of your marks. You just cut it straight from the runner and then pop them together. But then if you want it to look really nice, you have to go back and clean that up later. And I find it to make more sense to just do it as you go, such as I do it. I obviously don't do the most thorough job. Okay, and then we add these on. So oh, okay. All right. Interesting. Very, very interesting. And then we go to this side. And we do the same thing. Making a little mecha leg sandwich. That's so much detail on the back there. That's really good. Oh, also, it would be really good if I actually pop the pieces together. Yeah, there we go. Interesting. Okay, so we're doing 17 and 15 fit together. Seems a bit unnecessary, but you know, it might work out fine. Maybe I'll also just go ahead and cut out the Curtis rifle, because that's this kit's only weapon. It's just the Curtis rifle, which is fine because they have the weapon upgrade kits. The one with the Gatling gun is sick. Something about a mech wielding a giant Gatling gun is the most overkill and awesome thing ever. All right, there's that. Was that the end of this runner? We are making it, guys. We're getting there. And we're just about at the 2-hour mark, too. So I think that we've actually made quite good time, all things considered. Oh, there's one single part left on that. Just one. Okay, cut these out. And is this going to have one left? Yep, it is. I don't know what that part is for. It's some sort of a detail part. I have certainly failed the 30-minute mission. But you know what? That's fine. I would actually love to know, though, if somebody was good enough to build this in 30 minutes. Golly, you'd have to move so fast. Unless, of course, you could just have it all cut out beforehand. I suppose you could do that. I'm going to trim all the nubs off first and then just do a pass with the knife instead of doing it each piece. There we go. My nub pile is getting large again. That is the weirdest sentence I think I've said all week. My nub pile is getting large again. That sounds wrong. Out of context, even in context, it actually sounds a little bit wrong. Okay. Again, this gray plastic is decently easy to clean up. As long as I don't cut too deep. Cool, cool. Do that, and then this one. Gonna leave soon to eat. You go do whatever you need to do. I don't ever want anybody to feel bad about having to go to do things, because other life things come first, for sure, especially eating and especially sleeping. And I did happen to pick a time that was around dinner. I didn't think I was going to have any time to stream tomorrow. That's why I did this tonight. But I will now have time to stream tomorrow, so I could have done it tomorrow. But doing this tonight allows me to do some Halo Infinite with you guys tomorrow, and we haven't done that in a bit. So I think it's a win in that regard. Okay, so those are all cleaned up. And we'll do this. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep going, and once I finish this, then the stream will end, because we're getting close. So anybody can come and go as they need. We can have people just sitting and watching. You don't have to be in the chat if you're here. We're just here to chill out. Although my knees aren't chilling out very much with sitting like this. All right. You won't make it to the Infinite stream? Well, I hope that you have a great weekend, regardless of whether you are at the stream or not. Not cut too deep. There we go. Oh, I almost poked my finger. That would be bad. Lydia would glare at me if I did that. It would be a deserved glare. Mostly deserved glare. Alright. This piece is slightly concerning because it flexes, so I have to be careful. Because there have been a few times where I clamp a piece a little too tight while I'm trying to put it together, and then I break it. Try not to do that this time. What? Wait, am I doing this right? No, I'm in fact not. That would explain why it's not fitting together. I feel like this double-siding this is a little overkill, but hey, I mean, it looks great. Who is Lydia? Lydia is my wife. So she gets full permission to glare at me when I do dumb things, like stick myself with an X-Acto knife. Which again, I will be attempting not to do this stream. But if I do, she will be well warranted in giving me that stare, that glare. Okay, I see what's happening now. There we go. That's pretty sick. Some nice detail there. Malco406, welcome. I don't think I've seen your name around here before. So welcome aboard. Oh, that was it. Oh, that's knee bent. So you get a little bit of bend there and there. Some nice parts movement. Let's clean up a little bit here. Cool. So we got that. And now we need these big chunky parts. We need 32. Interesting, okay. This is gonna be a big step. Oh, we're almost at the feet. Yo, we're making good progress. There's a lot of parts still. Oh, I need C. I need C for this. Is that the end? No. There's still a few more on there. So we need this. Oh, that's a full assembly. Okay, cool, cool, cool. So I will go ahead and grab the other ones really quick. Because again, we're doing this in twos, so might as well just get everything as quickly as needed. Oh, I see where those pegs are going to come in. Hold on. My phone seems to be going off. Okay. And then I need the other C runner. No joined live, but love the videos. Well, I appreciate the support. Welcome to the first live that you've joined. You joined on a slightly different one, because this is the first time that I've done a full Bandai kit. I've done plenty of Blockies kits, but not a full Bandai kit. Trim the nubs here. Again, we have to be a little bit careful because these parts flex, but it shouldn't be too hard. It's mostly just when I trim off the last little bits of the nubs. There we go. Okay, cool. And we'll trim off these, and then I'll make a pass with the X-Acto knife, just as we've done for the other things so far. It's there's just like a lot of parts. It almost feels more real grade-esque. Certainly not 30-minute missions-esque. Although, to be fair, I've never actually built a standard 30-minute missions kit. I actually really want to get one of the 30-minute like fantasy kits. Those look really cool. With the various knight armors and whatnot. I think it's a really cool idea. Still has kind of the mecha vibe, but with a little extra fantasy thrown in there. I don't think this part's going to be nearly as visible. So I don't need to work too much on these, but I still want to get the nubs down a little bit because I don't want it to interfere. Sometimes if you leave too much of a nub putting the parts together, it'll actually interfere. We don't want that. shave that. J? What is J? Other than it being a letter, what is the J for? In this particular instance, Flame. Oh, I went a little too deep on that one. It's fine, though. Okay, there's that. All right, now I have to do it all again for this side. Trim this a little bit. The one downside of playing the Minecraft music is I can't actually hear it. It's playing for the stream, but I can't actually hear it. Like, I should have made it so I could actually hear it. Just staying, I'm still here. I see, okay, I understand the J now. J understood. Okay, cut that one off. Cut that one. Left a little bit of an end. And then yeah, so it seems like maybe going forward, evening streams, if they're gonna be like shorter. So if I had started at the same time and ended like an hour ago, that seems like might be the ideal for people in terms of like, you know, people wanting to be active in the chat. Although just building is not bad. You know, you can always put this on in the background. But yeah, evening streams, I typically try to do morning streams just because it's easier for people most of the time. But in this case, there was nothing to be done other than doing it now. Because again, like I said, I thought I wasn't going to have any time tomorrow. But now I do in fact have time tomorrow. So many little pegs. I have to get it lined up just right. There we go. Okay. Same thing on this side. Yeah, because I know for like overseas people, it's late. This is like very late for our overseas friends. Oh, there we go. There we go. We got a little bit of that. Yeah, I feel like that one joint could be tightened up a bit. I may end up doing that. We'll see. I need to assess once it's all finished. All right, and now we put the feet together. They look like bionicle feet. What the heck? Yeah, so this is all feet parts. That off. It's always best to cut with the flat side of the blade towards the part you're cutting off and not the curved side, because otherwise you can accidentally cut into the piece that you're trying to get off. So always cut with them. It's really hard to see. But anyway, there's, can you focus? Yeah, the flat side should be always towards it. Can't think of a username. You're gonna head out. Have a good day. Well, thank you for stopping by. I can't think of a username. Have a great rest of your evening, and we will see you around. All right, here we go. That's all the parts for one foot, and then all the parts for the other foot is here. Yep. We're almost to the end of this runner. I mean, actually, we're really almost done. We're really, really almost done, actually. We are very close. Did someone say bionicle? I did, in fact, say bionicle. I think that these feet look like original bionicle feet. Here, I'll put one together. Well, I'll put them both together, and then you'll see what I'm talking about. They got that square Bionicle look. I wonder if LEGO will ever actually bring Bionicle back. I know they said they wouldn't, but then they went and did that brick-built set. They haven't done a construction line in ages. I would love to see a Hero Factory reboot. But, I don't think that likely. I feel like it would be way more likely for Bionicle to come back, because I don't think Hero Factory... I mean, I think Hero Factory did well, but, like, I don't think it did that well. It didn't become a cult classic like Bionicle. Because I feel like there's a lot of people who aren't even really LEGO fans, but they still know about or had Bionicle when they were younger. It was kind of its own thing. Like, I feel like Bionicle could become its own line apart from LEGO. Somebody should make model kits. Bionicle model kits. Favorite musical? Music concept album called Epic the Musical. I am actually... This might sound weird, but I typically do not like musicals. Like, I really, I don't like them. I get annoyed at them because I'm like, why are you singing right now? This is the middle of some situation, and why are you singing about it? Why are you singing with other people sitting around you, acting like you're not singing? It frustrates me. So I try to avoid watching musicals when I can help it. But my wife likes some musicals, so if she asks me to, then I will watch it. And I try not to go the whole time. Like, she very much likes Les Mis, and that's so much a musical. There's barely any actual talking. I was like, what? Where's the actual conversations? And she's like, no, they just sing. I was like, why? Why do they just sing? This is a very dark and grim situation, and you're singing about it instead of doing something about it. But most of the time, the singing was like more their thoughts. I mean, I get that, but still, it annoys me. Songs are based on the Greek myth of the Odyssey. Interesting. Some of them, yeah, some are good. And sometimes they just have good songs. Okay, yeah, tell me this does not... Here, don't focus on my face. Tell me this does not look like a Bionicle foot. That's totally a Bionicle foot. 110% Bionicle foot. Bonkle foot. Okay. That I cut it a little deeper than I meant to, but it's fine. We're so close. We just got to get this last bit of the legs done. Okay. I think that's pretty good. A lot of these nubs really weren't too much of an issue to begin with. Like, that's good. Interesting. Maybe I'll have to look at that. I also have a strange taste in music. I'm pretty sure I've said before, but I like rarely listen to music that has lyrics. Like, I listen almost exclusively to instrumental stuff, whether it's video game or movie or just other instrumental. Because I can't not listen to the words when it's got words in it, and oftentimes I'm listening to the music while I'm doing some other work, and if there's words, then it distracts me. Alright, so we got this. There we go. They have feet now. They walk now. They walk now. And then, really, all we have to do now is the upper thighs, I think. Oh, that's complex. All right. So, yeah, we need all of these, basically. There's a piece for the back that I haven't put on yet, and I don't really know why it hasn't told me to put it on. Wait, did it? Hang on. Oh, it did. It did. I just somehow missed it. So we'll go ahead and cut that out too, because that should have been on ages ago. And I think that might be the end of this runner. Double check. That's the end of that runner. Gotta go now, but soon. Yeah, you do what you gotta do. Oh yeah, we need these little tiny discs. This might be the last push for pieces, actually. So that's empty now. Yeah, we need these knee thrusters. This might be it. I'll just go ahead. That's the back thruster. Guess I'll just go ahead and cut that out too. We'll deal with that with the back in a moment. We need this. And that's the end of that runner. Look at that. Look at that. We're churning through these runners. All right. Oh yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and cut these out too, because this is the Oh, Flames, thank you for stopping by. If you do not return, I hope you have a great rest of your evening. There we go. Another back thruster. There are so many nubs. Again. Knee thruster. Wait, why do we have so many knee thrusters? Alright, that one's clear. Oh yeah, and then we need that panel. That one little panel that's left on here. Yeah, that's literally... Ooh, that sounded weird. Yep, this is in fact the end. As soon as we assemble this, we will be able to fully assemble the orbiter. Pretty good on time too. Oh, Flames, welcome back. Welcome back from your brief hiatus. All right, it's trimmed. That's trimmed. That's trimmed. There's so much detail on the back of the leg. Alright, trim that off. There we go. Yeah, we're down to like the smallest parts. I think we might end up with some extra knee thrusters, but I'm not sure. These little disc pieces are so tiny. For sure gonna need some heavy duty trimming. Or shaving, I should say. Okay. This looks like a poly cap, but hard plastic. Okay. Put that with the other thrusters. I'm worried I'm gonna get these little discs mixed up with the nubs, all the sprue bits. Favorite game soundtrack? Halo 3 ODST. That's a good guess, but it's actually not correct. That's a great soundtrack, and I do own it on my MP3 player. But I can say this. Well, two things. First, my favorite Halo soundtrack is not one that most people think of. And my favorite game soundtrack is not from a game that I've played, but it's a great, great game, or the soundtrack is. And it does have a little bit of crossover, I guess, with Halo, because the composer for said game also did some of Halo Infinite's soundtrack. So we'll see if that's enough info for you to guess closer. Okay. Yeah, I like how this gray plastic cleans up. It's pretty easily cleaned. There's just a lot. These last pieces had a lot of tiny nub connections, which is good, but sometimes those can be almost a little bit more difficult than the big ones. Oh yeah, this one I kind of scraped a little bit when I cut it, so there's going to be just more of a mark on there. That's okay. Again, imperfections will be covered up later with weathering. Really? Spartan Assault or Strike? Yes, you are correct. Spartan Strike. Spartan Strike is my favorite Halo soundtrack. I think it's so underrated. It's like, it's unique, but it's also perfectly Halo. For the other soundtrack, if I had to say one soundtrack was my absolute favorite, it would be Ark. Ark Survival Evolved. I've listened to that soundtrack so much. I bought every iteration that came out, all the expansions, everything. It's made by Gareth Coker. I absolutely love it. It's so good. Minecraft, of course, is very close, but man, Ark is just something else. Ark is something else. I'm looking forward to Ark 2 purely for the soundtrack. I have literally no intentions of playing the game, despite the game looking, Ark itself looks like a fun game, but I have no intentions of really playing it. I just like the soundtrack. It's gone that way for a handful of games. It's like a survival game that's kind of sci-fi, but there's also dinos, and you can tame them, and there's like a big story behind it. It's pretty neat. It is a cool looking game, and if you like dinosaurs, that's definitely a game for you. But yeah, I don't know. It's just not one that I've really planned on playing. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start assembling the leg. This. Oh, the short end goes in here. I'm building one side and then the other. Why does that feel so loose? Where's the tension come from? Wait a minute, what? Hold up. I did something wrong. Huh? Is this not all the way clamped in? Oh, no, it certainly is not. Hold on. What am I doing wrong? So if we peg this in like that, this, oh, I just, using the basics, you don't really play many modern games. I mean, there's a lot of games to play. That's the thing, is like, there's so many games you could play, and at the end of the day, you don't really need to play all of them. You just find a few that you like and enjoy that. That's why I always go back to Minecraft, because Minecraft is just always good. Oh, that's what... Golly. Okay. I feel like they could have molded that on, but... Sure. And then one of the thrusters. Mostly just filing this down with my nail to try to hide some of the lighter patches. And which way? Oh, that goes underneath. Man, there's just so much detail. Some detail that I'm like, I'm never gonna see this. Have I ever played a horror game before? No. I don't really count CE as a horror game anyway. Like, sure, it has maybe some horror aspects, but I don't think it's really horror. I would not play a horror game. For the same reason why I wouldn't watch a horror movie. There's nothing uplifting about it. There's nothing... It's just fear, and I don't think it's very healthy. It's not a very healthy or godly thing, in my opinion. I mean, I will admit, I've watched some people play horror games, but I think that's mostly just funny to see people's jump scare reactions. That's why I find that funny. But... Oh! Wait, what? Oh, hang on. No, that's not right. Oh, I understand. Okay. Alright, here we go. So the legs are going on. Oh, he's got a little bit of ab jointage. He is a chonky boy. And then we need his back plate, because I didn't actually put his back unit on. So let's clean that up real quick. I'm not going to worry about cleaning up these pieces, because that is for the arm mounts. I'll do that off stream, because you don't need that to complete the kit. Okay, and then we pop this. Wait, what? How does this? Oh, it goes like this. I understand now. Cool. Then, do we have any stuff that really needs to be cleaned up here? Can't really see it. Oh, look at that. Perfect timing, because I'm finishing up right as my wife is getting home. Oh, this is strange. Okay. Look at this. Oh dear, why I like horror, but the creepy atmosphere. See, I feel like there's a difference between horror and like thriller. Because there's thriller and then like what's the term? I'm forgetting the term now. Suspense. Suspense. I think that sort of thing is interesting. Suspense is interesting. There we go. Okay. We are pretty much done. A little bit of movement there. Oh, that's movement there. Okay. Yeah, definitely some joints I think I could wish to be tighter, but clean up the Curtis rifle. I don't know entirely. Hound Studios, welcome. You've made it here right as the final assembly is beginning. Or, well, it's basically already done, but I'm just cleaning up the rifle. I think, is it type of railgun? I think that's what a linear rifle is in Armored Core lingo, perhaps. I think we've had a handful of people here for the majority of the rest of the stream. There's been like 8 or so people watching, but again, it's this is supposed to be the type of stream you can kind of put on in the background and have running. Okay, shave that. It might have been a little deep, but that's fine. We'll live with it. Look at that. We didn't even hit 3 hours yet. That's not bad. We'll put this together. You keep losing grip of your GV05 Prime? Why? I mean, everybody has Butterfinger days. No, that's not the reason to hate yourself. Three to 4 dents. It's fine. It's just battle damage. Alright. There we go. He is done. So I think what I need to do is grab my other camera. Or grab... I say other camera. What I mean is grab the phone here. And we will get in real nice and close. It's a rare version. It's just battle damage. It's fine. There we go. That is our Orbiter. It's a pretty nice looking kit. I'm gonna be honest. There's so much detail. He's gonna look even better with panel lining and whatnot. Yeah, that's pretty sick. Can I get in closer? Yeah. There we go. Look at that. And then these pieces will go back here to hold stuff, but I'm gonna do that off the stream because it is 7 o'clock now for me. We'll put this back over here. It is 7 o'clock now for me, and it is time for me to go eat dinner and wrap up for the night. So, as is the custom now, I'm gonna pray out the stream, and I will see some of you guys tomorrow. So Lord, I just want to thank you for, as always, giving us the opportunity to do this, for giving me the opportunity to stream, for giving us the internet so that we can just enjoy things like this with people all across the world. I just want to pray blessing on all the people that stopped by, that you would give them a safe and enjoyable weekend, that you be with us as we head into this next week. In Jesus' name, amen. So thank you very much for watching, all of you guys. Those of you who stuck through to the end, I appreciate it. Those of you who stopped by and maybe will just poke back into the replay later to see how it finished, thank you very much for watching as well. I appreciate it. End result, pretty nice, especially pretty nice for getting it on sale for like 23 bucks. And let me know, you know, in the comments and whatnot, let me know if this is something you want to see more of, if you want to see more Armored Core kits, if you want to see more Gundam kits, other kits. I'm open to suggestions now that it seems like Mega is vanishing into hiatus. Also, I just realized I forgot to put one piece on. Whoops. Anyway, nobody saw that. So I will see some of you guys tomorrow for the Infinite stream. For those of you who I don't see, I hope you guys have a great weekend. Thank you all again. The support really means a lot. So I will see you guys next time.